Hello fellow Peanuts fans, this is Karen from CollectPeanuts.com. Let's look inside the Peanuts treasure box. This week we have Peanuts coloring books from Saalfield and Artcraft. Saalfield started creating these coloring books for Peanuts in 1959 and went through the late 70s. This is a really nice example. Nice and complete, not colored in. Quite a nice coloring book. This one's from 1968. But here are two coloring books that look identical. But there's one major difference, or little difference, however you want to look at it. One says Artcraft in the corner, and one says Saalfield. There are other little differences, like the Artcraft on the left has a price of 39 cents, whereas the Saalfield has a price of 69 cents. You can see that there. And I do not know the difference between a Saalfield coloring book and an Artcraft coloring book. If you know why that some of them are Artcraft and some of them are Saalfield, please let us know in the comments. If you look inside this Artcraft one, you can see that it says Saalfield Publishing Company. So there's not a lot of difference between these. And looking through these coloring books, it's the exact same photos, it seems. I didn't do a in-depth study because they're coloring books. But this one's kind of interesting because the pages are colored. It's not worth as much because of the colored pages, and it's a bit beat up, and well, it's just not in great condition anymore, but it's fun to look at, seeing the strange coloring jobs of years past. And this one's especially fun because it has Charlie Brown in the back saying, "I hate sonic booms," as he fell out of bed like Little Nemo in Slumberland. And the edges are burnt, which is a fun surprise. On the back we have Sally and Lucy. We're going to play dolls. Want to make something of it? Moving right along. Here's another example of a Saalfield versus an Artcraft. Here's Linus enjoying a nice ice cream cone, saying, "There are times when life is pure joy." Definitely with a nice ice cream cone like that. Looking through these, there weren't very many differences. The Saalfield is 29 cents and the Artcraft is 39 cents. They've got slightly different numbers in the top corner there. But for the most part, they seem like the exact same coloring book. The Artcraft has one more copyright date in the front. That's about it. So yeah, if you know why that is, let us know. But let's take a look at some more coloring books. Here is Lucy, and she's wondering about her crayons. And here's Charlie Brown. He's on the pitching mound. And Linus showing off his penmanship during a game of tic-tac-toe. These three I got for $4 a piece at Half Price Books, and they're in near mint condition. It was a great buy. I'm really glad I found these. Next up, Charlie Brown is having some real problems. Life is difficult, Charlie Brown. He's got his kite stuck in two different trees. Snoopy looks surprised, but he probably shouldn't be. And here's Snoopy. I must be doing something right. He's got two dinners. That is definitely something my dog would absolutely love. Here's Lucy. Typically Lucy. Why shouldn't I complain? That's right, Lucy. Complain away. Here's an Artcraft coloring book. It's Charlie Brown on the pitcher's mound saying, "Rats." Here's Linus. I think you're cute, Linus. Beep. That peppermint patty. And whoever Kathy is, she did a number on this coloring book. But it's always nice to have an example, even if it's probably not worth a lot of money. Let's see if we can find some pictures colored by her. Yeah, there's some very interesting stuff in this one. Probably very young when she was coloring this. Next up, we have Peanuts coloring book. Pretty basic there. And Linus saying, "Do thumbs ever spoil?" Let's hope not. And here's a lucky Snoopy. Another peanut butter sandwich. Charlie Brown is certainly spoiling him. Here's Charlie Brown waiting by the mailbox. Happiness is getting a letter. And Peppermint Patty says, "Tell him to stop dive bombing my cat." Who knew that Peppermint Patty had a cat? That must have been a very short-lived cat. Here's another one, not in such great condition. Let's see, there's a purple Snoopy. I love a purple Snoopy. I think this one was also done by Kathy. I think I saw her name in here. There it is. That Kathy and her wild coloring. Oh wow, look at Snoopy's doghouse there. The house of many colors. Next up, we've got Joe Motocross. This one's from 1976, I believe. A little bit later. Here's Snoopy the top dog in his top hat and coat. Snoopy fly fishing in The Sportsman. And Joe Cool here taking a stroll. Some interesting font choices. And then here's Snoopy getting a hug from Sophie. She's a very minor character. Bonus points if you know when she was introduced. You can find that information at CollectPeanuts.com. And here is Snoopy playing hockey with Woodstock, the superstar. Here we go. We've got Peppermint Patty getting a kiss from Snoopy. This one is really thin compared to most of these. And some older ones here. We've got Snoopy running through a hoop. You can tell that's an older one because I have no idea what that game is meant to do. And finally we've got this oldie but goodie. Lucy looks quite happy to see Snoopy going to get into a little train wreck there when he goes through that tunnel. This one's also fun because it introduces the characters, if I can turn the pages properly here. Here's I'm Charlie Brown. I guess Snoopy doesn't get to say anything. It does say Snoopy in his doghouse, but maybe that was before he could talk. This one I believe is from, I'm going to say, probably 59 or 60. My Roman numerals are bad. That looks like it says 1959 there. Let's go back. Take a look. Here's Schroeder. I'm Lucy. My name is Linus. Patty's my name. I'm Violet and I have a ponytail. And this one has more comic strips to color. Probably an early introduction to some kids for Peanuts when it was first starting to take off. Well, thanks for joining us today for the Peanuts Treasure Box. If you would like to sponsor this series, you can join us on Patreon.com. And you can also follow us on Pinterest, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks for watching!